Hey, how you guys doing today? So randomly I decided to pick up this again. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. And you know what? It's still ass, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. But basically I'm bored, so I basically just want to give you guys my tier list, my own very personal tier list. I can't pop up the thing because it's not that type of tier list. What am I saying? Saying is I'm giving you my ranking of my personal. It's personal. I don't look at things really objectively sometimes. And video games, I'm not gonna compare each character to see what would be better. Basically, my way of ranking them in my head is just to play every single character and see which ones I vibe with the most. And yeah, I'm gonna give you the list from my least favorite character to play to my most favorite character to play. Now, this is all playable characters, so that means this includes every unlockable character, just as long as at the end of the day they're playable and I can play as them. So, again, starting from the bottom, and then we're going to number one spot. So, I took some notes here. Not really notes of wise, but I remember most of them. But I'll just do the best I can. I don't want this video to be too long. That's why I didn't really take notes. So I'm kind of partially spitballing here. But at the bottom layer, at the very bottom, it's my boy Green Lantern. Unfortunately, his moves are just ass. It seems like he would have the coolest arsenal, but man, I'm just not vibing with it. It feels so slow. Of course, I'm sure if you practiced any of these characters are like that, if you practice them, eventually you'll get much better at them. But I don't really have all that time to practice. This is just initial, try them, see what you feel. That's the rank, pretty much. Yeah, Green Lantern, unfortunately, he's at the bottom. Sucks to suck. He's just slow for me, sluggish. Every time I try to move him, it feels like it's delayed, even though really it's not. The next after Green Lantern is really unfortunate for me, actually, because it's Shazam. I think he has the coolest abilities. I really do. His lightning abilities, of course, the classic grabbing him from behind, lifting him up, and saying Shazam. Lightning strikes on the enemy and toss him aside. Yeah, I think Shazam does have the coolest move set, but also very sluggish. Obviously, not as bad as Green Lantern for me, but I can't use him. He's not the boy. Unfortunately, he's not the boy. And the next after Shazam is Lex Luthor. He's just kind of basic. He's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, he's still in that very sluggish territory, for me at least. It's not really compatible between me and him. He's a nice guy and all, but it's just not really gonna work out. You know what I mean, Chief? So yeah, it is what it is. And after him, we have Deathstroke, Slade. He's pretty cool. But his moveset isn't, oh my god, that is not cool. It is not fun to use him at all. It is not enjoyable. But it is a much more enjoyable playing time than the other ones on the list. Obviously, that's why he's above them. Now we got the Joker. He's basically just Deathstroke, but slightly funnier. Then we have Batman, Joker's arch nemesis. Uh, he's better than the Joker, but he still has very like slow movements. We've kind of dipped away from the sluggish element of it now. Now it's no longer like I'm crawling towards any type of meaningful movement. It's pretty fluent at this point, but yeah, it's just he's just alright. He's alright. It's whatever. And then we have Jax, and he just, I don't know. He, I don't know, man. Well, I mean, I guess he's better than Batman, but not by a whole margin, I'm not gonna lie. Then next we have Kitana. She she moves. She does. Her attacks are pretty useful. They get around. It works, but I'm just not too keen on them. I'm not the most fluent with them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Sonya Blade.
Bruh. I know y'all see Mrs. Frizzle's sexy, thick ass. Look at all that ass! I've never wanted to be a chair so bad.
I mean, she's alright. Yeah, she alright. I mean, she mid. You know, she's mid. That's why she's in the middle. You know, she's mid. And then Scorpion. My boy Scorpion, way too low in the bottom, my guy. Eh, in my eyes, he's way too low in the bottom. He just one above the mid tier. But I guess it's nothing abhorrently new. It's just what it is, pretty much. Next we got Sub Zero. Yeah, Sub Zero. Yeah, he's just one step above Scorpion, but that's just because his moves are a little bit faster. That's mainly what I'm looking for. It's just like I can kind of sacrifice like slower but heavy hitters, and just I mainly just crank up the speed to or my focus on a fast, but maybe not hit as hard. But hey, man, as long as you're faster than the other person, what can they really do? You just make sure it's never their turn and it's never an issue. But yeah, that's basically it. Kano.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the?
Signature move is like one of the only reasons why he is above Sub-Zero. If he didn't have that spin attack move, he'd be below Sub-Zero. But that's pretty much why he's higher than him. But higher than Kano, Wonder Woman. Oh man.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Yeah, she's alright. She moves. She has a good move set. You definitely feel like you get better when you use her. You know, me playing them, going through the list just left to right. I definitely feel like when I ran into Wonder Woman, I felt so much better playing the game. Like this is definitely where it cranks up in terms of enjoyability when it comes to playing these characters. And then Raiden. Raiden's alright, but you know, he has that that dash attack and that's kind of like with Kano, that move kind of puts him above a couple notches, but besides the teleport, those two are like it. Then it's Baraka. Baraka, he can move if you know how to move him. It really takes some effort, but you definitely feel like you're picking up more skills than just enjoyability. Use him, and you can definitely get around the map with other characters afterwards. Then here we have an unlockable character. So this game has a campaign, and in the campaign, you can choose between two sides. You can choose between the Mortal Kombat side or the DC side. They both have a story that leads up to one like climax that mirrors each other. Obviously, that's kind of the thing with this game. But basically, if you beat the Mortal Kombat side, you will unlock Shao Kahn as a playable character. And if you beat the DC side, you will unlock Darkseid as a playable character. Having said that, the next character in my list is Shao Kahn. He is a big beast. He moves, he's kind of slower, but he hits hard. But he is surprisingly fast. He does move. I do like him. But he's just not the powerhouse I was expecting or really hoping for. I wanted him to be so much more, and well, for me, he wasn't. And that's pretty much it. And after him, Superman. Yeah, Superman. He I really like him. He can move. We're starting to get into the territory where I'm like, oh wow, I actually like these characters now. It's like enjoyability. You call it top whatever. It's just these are my lists. This is my list, okay? I do what I want. Pretty much Superman, he has all these cool powers. He can zip zap zope across the room if you know how to do it, but it's really easy to, pick up on it and eventually you'll just get good at it pretty much. And yeah, he's just enjoyable to play. You know who's more enjoyable? The Flash. Barry Allen. He is a speedster, all right? That's why they call him the Flash. He is quick with it. His moves, his punches, speed, it's everything. It's top tier for me. I really enjoy it. Then we have Shang Tsung. He does have that one ability where he kind of grabs you, but then he sucks some energy out of you. Pause, and he takes your energy and he restores some of his own health. And I'm just like, yes, that really helps him get put up there. And plus, he's just really fast. He does all kinds of moves and whatnot, and it's nice. It's really nice playing as Shang Tsung. Then we have Catwoman. Come on, man.
I know y'all.
She is zip zap zop, even if you don't really know how to use her. And I like that. She one of those brain dead characters, kind of like Scorpion in a way, because Scorpion, if you know how to do them combos, you know how to do them combos at that point. But Catwoman, it just becomes second nature pretty much the moment you touch her. I'm saying you a lot. You might not feel the same way. Your list might be vastly different from mine, but again, it's my personal list. It's not objective. I'm not looking at this from a critic view. I'm looking at this from a which characters did I like the least to the best view. Simple as that. But Catwoman, yeah, she third. She in third place. But right behind Liu Kang. Liu Kang, I likes you and I want. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Liu Kang, he's one of the fastest, if not the. Of course, we all know his bicycle kick, his fire moves, everything. It's all very solid. A tier what? A tier character. But do you know who is my number one character? You could probably summarize it by now. Therefore, with him being my number one character, he is now who I main in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Dark Side. Listen, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Kind of like with Shao Kahn. Pretty much all I'll say is, with Shao Kahn, just to reiterate, I wish he was more. I expected him to be more, but he just wasn't. Dark Side, I didn't expect him to be a lot at all. I did not expect it. But he was what I wanted. Like at the end of the day, I didn't expect it, but I still got it from him. Dark Side is my main. So yeah, that's pretty much my list. That's all I really have to say about it. Again, this is the personal list. Your list may look very different from mine, but that's cool. Why don't you put it in the comments below if you feel like typing out every single character? If you even remember the game. Do you remember this game? Yeah, it's still ass. The majority of criticism that you heard about this game, it's true. You know, it it's nostalgic though. That's pretty much what keeps me going and enjoying it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me now. Like the video if you liked it for your own specific reasons. Make sure you subscribe. That way you can unlock that bell icon, hit all bell notifications so you don't miss anything potentially interesting from me. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.